welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Washington Commanders, and it's coming up next.
After hundreds of battles throughout the season, we finally determine a champion tonight, as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. Tonight, the Lombardi Trophy's in the building, and we've got a fight to see who's gonna raise it. Between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Washington Commanders. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken second in 2024, Jayden Daniels.
Jayden's the closest thing we've seen to Lamar Jackson. And while there's only one Lamar Jackson, the two-time MVP, Jayden's going to push him a little bit in this league. He is a tremendous athlete. Over 1,000 yards rushing down the SEC, and he's just got the instincts, the feel to know when to run it. And man, he can also sling it. A quick, compact, accurate release. I can't wait to watch this guy's skill set unfold in the NFL.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Daniels. He's on the move. He can run it. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
Commanders punting on 4th down, and they're going to bring out the ever-reliable lefty vets, Tressway. He's got this at the 27. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, someone who, Brock, I think needs less introduction than anyone in the NFL today. It's Patrick Mahomes.
All of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports that when we just think of the greatest to ever do it, a skill set that's different than everybody else, immediately a player pops in your mind. And while we have seen GOATs like Tom Brady and Super Bowl winners many times over like Bradshaw, Montana, and Aikman, there's just not many that have ever done it with the flair, the style, and the skill set of Patrick Mahomes. You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Kelsey makes the catch. And he'll get it up to the 44. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
A first down kick. Fights off the tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. And the Commanders pick this one up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Well, he was fighting off defenders, trying for the extra yards. You understand it, but might have been what cost him and opened the door for that fumble.
Okay, you and I both know this game has changed so much in our lifetimes. It's evolved in so many different ways. But I promise you, you can go back to the 60s, the 70s, and many of these fumbles occur just like that. You break one tackle, you let up just a little bit, and that next guy comes home and delivers the devastating blow.
It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Justin Reed with the tackle.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Another carry for Robinson. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Third and short, Daniels. Complete beyond the marker. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Commanders will have a first.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Out of the gun, Daniels. And that's incomplete, and he's happy to have that one fall compared to, well, the alternative. Looked like it was going to be picked there.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And they take this in for the score. The Commanders capitalize on that turnover and take the lead. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down, and when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
Gonzalez connects on the point after. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. A give to Pacheco to start the drive. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Play made by Deron Payne. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
A 2nd down run by Pacheco. And he found some running room for a nice gain. That's going to go down as a gain of 7. Now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
From the gun, Tiburon. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Now a pass play. Here's Mahomes. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one hits for 30. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. They motion the tight end over. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Completed to his running back. And he's brought down after a short gain.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush. They're finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is caught. It's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs get it down to a single point. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw, just the right touch, and you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead. I don't care.
You're biased.
But the success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't throw it on time to that exact spot, you run out of room, and you don't give yourself that kind of chance.
Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs tie this game 7-7. Reed now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Commanders set to take over. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Justin Reed with the tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Motion man left is Brown. On 2nd down, Robinson. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. This ball's cut by McCaffrey. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground. That's the end of one here in Super Bowl 59. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll return to New Orleans right after this. Welcome back. The team is set, so let's get back to it. Second quarter of Super Bowl 59 from New Orleans. Play fake here. Daniels. The Chiefs get to him, and he's dropped. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
And Kansas City going to the dime look on third down. We've got 6 DBs out there. Daniels now. He's on the move. He's running for it. And he slides to a stop after a great run, but still not quite enough for that first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Schrader's kick is up and good. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Chiefs and Hollywood Brown back to the field once again. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. Second down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he's able to work this down to the 41. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Right back to Pacheco. That one gains 7. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Throwing on first down, Mahomes. That pass is complete to Kelsey. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
First down throw, Mahomes. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Throwing again, Mahomes. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Kansas City. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they could be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
But Kerr to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs take a 4-point lead. Reed now to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Daniels on first down. Completed here to McCaffrey. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second down now, 7 to go. We send a man in motion. Shotgun snap, a gift to Robinson. And he gets it forward, is still about a yard out of that. Something he does so well, Nick Bolton making the stop. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with third down and 6 to go.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
That's caught for the first. And he'll get it up to the 44. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Daniels from the pistol. Has a man, it's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
First carry now for Austin Eckler. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Something he does so well, Nick Bolton making the stop. Halfway there on first down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
So we've reached that 2-minute warning. The Commanders driving ahead. From the gun, it's Daniels. He'll get this one to Brown. And they get this down to the 28. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Commanders will have a first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
On first down, here's Daniels. Got a man, McCaffrey has it. And he takes this down to the 10 before hitting the sideline. It's enough for a first down. Nice find by the rookie quarterback from LSU.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
First down from the red zone. Escapes the pocket.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. They put a receiver in motion right. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he's in for the touchdown. The Commanders get some late points and the lead. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Extra point is good by Gonzalez. And the Commanders push their lead to 3. Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. So following the return, looks like somebody's shaken up. Trainers out to determine how severe this may be. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Throw reeled in by Hopkins. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Second and 3 now. To the air, Mahomes. Setting up the screen. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. First and 10. Ball set up at the 48. They send a tight end in motion. First and 10, it's Mahomes. This one finds Kelsey. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Back to the air, Mahomes finds his man Gray. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They just get the play off. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. And what a season this has been, and it is nearing a conclusion. You guys enjoy the show out there. We'll get it back out to you, too, in just a moment. The Commanders got a strong first half out of their quarterback, Jaden Daniels. He had a touchdown both in the air and on the ground to help push his guys into the lead at the break. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Well, while we all enjoyed that halftime show, right, Brock? These guys were strategizing how to win that Lombardi. We're back underway in the Super Bowl. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. Out comes Kansas City. Its offense has it first to start quarter number 3. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half, too, as they chase this lead. First and 10 now from the 30. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And this one doesn't go far.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, 7 to go. They'll send their tight end right. Here's 2nd and 7. Kelsey makes the catch. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commanders territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. One of the tight ends motioning left. Again, Mahomes to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They're set up at the 35 now. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Another throw for Mahomes. He steps in and makes the interception. Picked off. That's Bobby Wagner. At the 20. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick six. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Gonzalez connects on the point after. And the Commanders make it a 10-point ball game. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Fielded at the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And he has to be happy about his game. We're checking some of the highlights right now that he's made so far. A good showing that's seen him in the zone from time to time. And also he's just seen the field well from his spot in the middle of this offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. A counter give here to Pacheco. And he's able to maneuver this up past the 30. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. That's why they got the home run derby. But you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
That pass is complete to Kelsey. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Give him 24 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Sending the tight end in motion left. 1st down throw, Mahomes. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. It's complete to Hopkins. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Play made by Deron Payne.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Here's 2nd and 5. And they will score! Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs cut it to a field goal game. Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Commanders and Terry McLaurin ready for another look on offense. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. 1st and 10, around to Robinson. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Staying with Robinson. And he started to get through the lane before it closed. 3 yards there. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop. Dime coverage from the Chiefs on this 3rd down. Out of the gun, Daniels. On the move, headed right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
A quarterback clock. It is so important to play in the position and playing it efficiently. You got to know, you got to have that clock in your head, because that's enough time in this league to get rid of the ball. That's a lesson this QB's got to learn.
The Commanders ready for the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Chiefs ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 1. Hauled in by Gray. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Mahomes. He'll get this one to Brown. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
Throwing again, Mahomes. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. So we're winding down to the end of the 2024 season. That's the end of 3 in Super Bowl 59. The Chiefs have it, and hopefully have some points too, ready to salvage their title hopes. All set up now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Oh, someone stepped in, it's intercepted. Picked off by Frankie Louvu. And the Commanders see their return stop just a little bit short of their own 30. So it's been a bit of a mixed bag for him, partner. He does have the 3 touchdowns in this game, but also now a couple of interceptions.
You almost feel like, Kate, he's seeing most of the picture on how to attack this defense, but just not quite all of it yet. It's largely been good, as he said. Some nice touchdowns as well. But there's still a couple of these looks in coverage that are giving him problems, and he's got to figure that picture out.
The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. On first down, here's Daniels. He's on the move. Now here he goes. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
Oh, man, those defensive players hate slippery quarterbacks. Near impossible to keep them hedged in or corral them behind the line there. He evades them long enough to turn a potential loss into positive yardage.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. From the gun, it's Daniels. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's brought down for a loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. They're going to try to pick it up with an option left. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Robinson on the inside give. And the struggles continue for him tonight. He's only able to get back to the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got him tackled behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Throw left side, complete. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Shotgun snap to Daniels. He sends this one to the end zone. And he will score. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Wow, just perfect execution there, Brock. Nailing the fade for 6.
Yeah, and when it comes to the fade route, it really is all about timing. And as you said, the execution of it. You have to have the matchup first, but then you need to go connect. What a great play.
Gonzalez now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders make it a 10-point ball game. Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Chiefs offense set to take over again. Well, we all know at this point, turnovers the big problem for them in this game, Brock. And not surprisingly, the defense has capitalized on those mistakes on more than one occasion to their benefit.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that can be tough to win football games in spite of, right? But over the test of time, turnovers are the #1 thing that cost you games, especially after that first one. Once there's blood in the water, you feel it with the defense. They get all over you, trying to force another turnover and another and another.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. On target to Worthy. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. To the air, Mahomes. He completes it in traffic. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
First and 10, it's Mahomes. That one complete to Hopkins. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Again, Mahomes to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Working quickly here. Back to the air, Mahomes. Finds his man, it's Worthy. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again. First down from the red zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Mike Sandra still makes the play.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, well, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
The Commanders all set to regain possession. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Another carry for Robinson. And he'll get it up to the 27. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Commanders with a 10-point advantage. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Here's Robinson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down, and they go right back to him. And this run is stopped after getting up past the 35. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Shotgun handoff now to Eckler. And he's able to get back to the line, but that is all. Following the play, we have an injured Commander. The training staff out there to check on him as we pause. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. They kick the running back in motion. That's caught for the first. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
2nd down. Probably going to see him kneel it again here. A tight end in motion now. From the gun, it's Robinson. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
And the nation's capital has a reason to celebrate tonight. The Washington Commanders are Super Bowl champions. And I think it's still sinking in at different points for each player, Brock. Look at these shots. These guys have reached the crowning achievement for anyone who steps foot onto the gridiron as kids. Champions now, every one of them.
And it is something, Kate, they can never, ever have taken from them. I think you and I have come across many Super Bowl champions